Guy Code with
Rena Osware.
Welcome to another episode of the Guy Code. I am Rana Oswere. Guys, I'm very happy to be back. It's been a long break, about 7 weeks, since I published my last episode. I hope you've been fine. I want to thank all my listeners. I just posted a tweet on Twitter saying that right now we are ranked number 2 in the country and number 1 in our category. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate all my listeners who tell their friends to tell their friends about Guy Code and get to share this knowledge. I really appreciate it. Now, on this episode, guys, this topic for today was inspired by a situation I just experienced while on this break. One of my childhood friends decided to take his own life recently, and it's a very big tragedy, a big loss for me and for the family. And this is a person I would say I didn't keep in touch that much, but I knew him quite well. And one of the reasons I hear that pushed him to that edge is a relationship. And I really want to share this episode, share this knowledge for anyone who knows someone who experienced this, a loved one, a relative, a friend, or even yourself who you could be in this situation right now, or you have been in this season before, just to give you a better clarity on this situation, because some of us don't understand how to deal with this particular experience. It can be overwhelming for us. So I really want to share this knowledge to help someone out there, and it hope it does. Now, guys, I'm just going to get right into it. The number one reasons why women dump men is that you no longer provide something she values. Now, this can be anything. This can be a thrill. This can be resources. This can be time. This can be anything. And this reason really encompasses all this, really answers the question, rather, why you might see these high profile relationships of the Bill Gates and the Jeff Bezos. These guys are at the 0.1% of the population on the planet, the top of the top, and they still can't seem to have, these ideal relationships. They still break, and you're wondering why. Why would a woman leave a man who's worth hundreds of billions of dollars? Well, she may not find him as, to be providing what she values. And the truth is that different women value different things. And different women value different things in different seasons of their lives. You know, for a younger lady, if you worth $100 billion, then she's in for, she's in definitely. Like, if all she values is, an experience that can be bought, and you have all the resources available, then you definitely have what she values. If you lose those resources or the ability to provide those experiences she craves for, then you will be rejected. You know, maybe a little older, maybe if she wants a family or wants commitment, and you're not in a place to provide that, you will be rejected. So, guys, I've shared before that different women value different things in different seasons of their lives. As far as if they're in the prime, if they've hit the wall, if they're, post wall, all that. If you do not provide something she values, she will dump you, right? And this has nothing to do with who you are as far as your character, as far as your identity. It just depends on her values. I will repeat that again. This has nothing to do with you as a person, your personality, or your character, or your identity. It all has to do with what she values. If she values a thrill and you don't produce that thrill, she will reject you. Not because you're a bad person, it's just because, according to her values, she doesn't find you that interesting. And the fact that she may see that does not mean that you're any less of a human being, or that should not taint your self image. Should never taint that, because that's what she values, right? And this point is very important because, guys, there are many people who get dumped, and the lady might call you boring, the lady might call you a wimp, the lady might call you, you're a joke, you're a child, and you take that as and receive that and now make it your own self image. That is wrong. She's speaking from a point of her own values, you know? If you're working towards your goals, if you're in a position of going to achieve what you define as success, then you're good. The fact that she doesn't define that as success is fine. I'll repeat that. That is fine. You don't need her validation. Are you happy with yourself? Are you going after what you define as success? Then you are successful. You are successful. That's point number one. Number two, if you are too needy now, this one is about you. Guys, if you are too clingy, if you make her the priority of your life, you will make her the center of your world. You do everything you do revolves around her. She will reject you because one, she might take it as since I'm this special, then I can find someone higher value to do even more for me. Because here's the thing about the flesh or, our own lust or greed, it is insatiable, however you pronounce it. You cannot satisfy it. Our wants are unlimited. What you wanted last year is not the same thing you want this year. And if you want to receive all that from one person, then they need to be in a position to constantly produce what you value. If they are not in that position, you will have to reject them and find someone else of higher value to satisfy your current wants. Now, if you're too needy and you're there trying to prove yourself, you're this high value one who can give her everything she wants, which is a lie. You can't give yourself everything you want. Why do you think you can give her everything she wants? I would repeat that again. If you can't give yourself everything you want, why do you think you can give her everything she wants? You know? So you should make yourself a priority first. Put yourself in the position to produce enough for yourself. Then the overflow, the excess can be shared with your loved ones and, your partner and the person you're dating. But you should always put yourself in a position to produce more for your own goals, for your own wants, for your own mission. So if you're too needy, guys, you will be dumped. She will feel you're trying to cling on her too much. You're trying to see her as this pedestal, and she doesn't see herself as that. The truth is, many of these women have low self-esteem. They do not have this high self-image that you trying to project on her. All these women are really insecure about something. All of them. Don't think they're perfect. Even though you think they're perfect, they are not perfect, and they don't see themselves as perfect. And if you see themselves as perfect, that creates a cognitive dissonance. And like, no, this guy definitely doesn't see me as I see myself, and I do not want that unnecessary, friction. I will have to dump him. So number two is if you're too needy. Number three, she will dump you when you can't be manipulated. Now, this is after you understand red pill knowledge. You work on yourself, and the lady was a manipulative person. Now she wants to come and tell you, oh, you're no longer doing all the sweet things for me. You're no longer easily movable, easily, swayable. You always, you stick to your ground. And if she knows she can't manipulate you, guess what? She will find another sim to do it. And this is a good thing. Let her find another simp to do it. You're no longer a simp. You no longer can be manipulated. And this is a point for when you are in a toxic relationship and you know the person you're with is toxic. She will try to change you back to be the person that she can easily, string along and be her puppet. When you finally grow a pair and have a backbone, she will not like that. Because now you won't be doing everything she wants. You're no longer the carpet that she can walk on. And now she has to find another simp, and that's fine. Kick her to the curb, let her go. She will dump you, that's fine. That's a win for you. The fourth one is hypergamy. Like that is similar to the first one. You can be everything you want. You can be the best version for yourself. But if she feels that she can get a better version for herself, she will move up. Now, this is something you can't do. You can't do anything about, rather. If you're the best version of yourself, if you're authentically yourself and you're the best version of yourself, and she wants something more, she'll just have to move on. Because the truth is, there's always going to be someone taller, always going to be someone more fit, always going to be someone smarter, always going to be someone richer. And if she feels she can attract that someone better for her needs, she will do that. And that has nothing to do with you. You're wondering, oh, I'm doing all these things, I'm taking all these boxes, but she's still left. Well, if you're driving a Range Rover and she wants someone who drives a Lamborghini or a Ferrari and she can attract that person, she will go for him. That has nothing to do with you, or that means that your Range Rover is bad. No, that's just for her. And she feels that that person is meant for her, as I said or is mentioned before. If she feels that someone else is going where she's going faster, she will hitch that ride. So you might be going quick, but if someone is getting to the destination she wants faster, she will hitch that ride and get on that ride. And that has nothing to do with you. You're being the best version of yourself. You're being authentically yourself. You don't have to be someone else. Don't ever let another lady try to change you and make you become someone else. That is not okay, because the first thing is that you have to be authentically yourself. And that is the first pillar of maintaining your frame. That everything you do comes from a point of being authentic and original. Don't try to be someone else. When you do, you come off as needy, whether to men or women, and no one likes that. They can smell that out, and it stinks and it's repulsive. So hypergamous nature can make her dump you, and that's something that we just have to deal with. We've mentioned that before, and that's fine. We understand it. Number five is if her imprint kicks in. Now, this is a situation where if she's a single mom, or if she earlier in her prime years met someone who really did it for her, and that person did not give her a long-term relationship, and then later on in life she finds someone who has the similar qualities as that person, who really, would say was her best lover or partner, and gave her the thrill and gave her the enjoyment experience she'd been craving. We know all these series on YouTube, not on YouTube, rather on Netflix, that have this, storyline of where she's married to this guy, he's really nice, but she finds that toxic ex-boyfriend who was irresistible, and now, she wants to live back or relive her younger years and get that thrill again. And that's the imprint. You can be the best version of yourself, but if her imprint is with a bad boy or a guy who has certain qualities, well, and she finds that guy and she really wants to relive or experience again those passions that she has when she was in her prime, those thrills, she will dump you and go for him. However, of course, we know that most of the time it will not work, but even though she has that at the back of her mind, she will still go for that, because that's the kind of feeling she wants. People and women in particular are moved by feelings, not really logic. You can say that guy won't do you anything tangible in the long run, but does she care, or will she care? No. She will go for that feeling and want to satisfy it. No, that is just how it is. Nothing to do with you as well. If you can be your best version of yourself, and her imprint is a thug or a criminal or a con or whoever, depending on her experience or her life story, that's fine. That's nothing to do with you. Keep doing you, being authentic, chasing your purpose, and being the best version of yourself, and achieving what you value as success. So, yeah, just the 5 points I wanted to share with you guys on the first episode of a new season we're starting off, Guy Code. I really hope it has helped someone. I really value your feedback on Twitter at Guy Code Kenya. Let's keep connecting, keep interacting, keep growing the manosphere. And until next time, guys, we shall talk soon. Bye.
Guy Code with Rena Osware.